Today's a really special day. We're here at Croydon Toyota to pick up our brand new Land Cruiser 79 Series. G'day Matt, how you doing?
Not bad, yourself? Good to see you.
Pretty excited, mate. I guess this is it.
This is it. It's been a long time coming for you, so very exciting.
I can't wait, let's have a look. Beautiful. That looks amazing. Toyota's hero colour, Merlot. This is going to look awesome. Today we're heading down to Geelong to multi-drive to get this thing stretched. It's on a vehicle transport permit. The vehicle's unregistered at the moment. Now I've got to say I'm a little bit nervous about this whole process because you know, cutting a car in half, it's a brand new car. They come highly recommended by a number of different companies, so let's just see how we go. G'day Tim, how you going?
Hey mate, how you going?
Good. Here's the bus, mate.
Beautiful.
Looking forward to seeing the transformation it's going to go through and seeing how much better it makes it. Well, here's the keys, mate.
Let's get it done.
When we first arrived at Multi-Drive, Tim said to me that he would take me through the process, but I didn't expect to see an actual scale chassis. This is pretty awesome.
It's the best way to show people what we do. So this is a 300mm extension, exactly what we're doing to your car, and everything you can see in blue is what's going to be added to your vehicle.
Can you give us a bit of an idea of the process of what's going to happen today?
So today the main thing is preparing to get ready to do the extension. So car's onto the hoist, we lift it up, we set it on our preset jigs for the 70 series, and then we go in your process of prepping the chassis for cut. So things like the factory wiring, brake lines, fuel line, handbrakes, anything that is in the way of the chassis or needs to be extended as part of the process is going to be stripped out of the car, prepped or cut and be ready to go back in. The next step is protecting the car. Obviously we're going to do a lot of metal work around it, so we plastic wrap the whole vehicle and then we put a canvas cover over the vehicle to protect the paint and protect your investment, of
100%,
course.
that's good.
Yeah. And then we get to the fun part, actually cutting your car in half.
Oh, I'm so nervous about that.
Ah, it's fine. Do you want to go and see where the guys are at?
All right, let's
go.
So Tim, what's going on now, mate?
Well, we start the strip out process.
Hang on. That DPF, that can't come out.
DPF and the factory exhaust comes out. But I promise you, it's going back in.
All right, well, people will ask questions.
They will, but we're not a chop shop.
Look at this in here, there's not much left.
No, there's not, but it's all part of the process. So we have a beautiful, clean pallet to start with.
Still nervous on this, mate. Taking a perfectly good car and cutting it in half.
Well, it'll be perfect when we're done. Don't stress.
Okay, well, that's why we're here. Coffee with the team, mate?
Yeah, they're going to love it. I wonder how far they got.
Bit of noise going on.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good, mate. Don't worry about it at all.
They haven't jumped ahead, have they? Oh, no, let's go and have a look. Oh, Brett, we go and get you a coffee, mate, but it looks like you've already started without us.
Looks pretty good. We're at the point of no return.
I guess. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
So this is the jig that Multi-Drive use, which is, at the end of the day, the reason I'm here is for the accuracy involved in this cut.
Look, it's highly precise. You can't get it wrong. Anyone could do it, really, including you.
Yeah, right. Including me. What, you want me to cut my own car in half?
Let's
Really?
do it.
Oh, I don't know. All right, I'm up for it. Let's have a go. Well, we've got the safety gear on, pretty well protected. I've got Brett over here to make sure everything's going correct, but like you say, Tim, I can't get this wrong, right?
No, it's just like cutting into a really expensive birthday cake.
Yeah, expensive, all right. Well, let's give it a go, eh? And the big reveal. So this car's now in two pieces.
Time for the big reveal.
So 2 parts, we can go. Yep, push it. Wow. This is definitely cut in half, isn't it? Righto. Get you guys in and get this thing finished, eh? So last night the team took the body mounts off, ground it all back and had it prepped for the new mounts. They've tidied up all the cuts and now Kane's in here lining everything up. So how accurate can you really make this?
Well, I suppose in terms of square, using the jigs, set off the front spring hanger and also a bolt in the chassis, you're talking within a mil every time. And likewise with the level, I mean level's level. All our hoists get serviced and leveled every 6 months, so we know our hoists are bang on to begin with, and that sets the tone for everything else. So next, I'm going to set the distance, obviously being 300mm, using these hockey sticks we like to call them here. And then I'll put this piece on the bottom, I'll just clamp it on, and then our 300mm piece gets to sit in.
So these are the sections that they've created to mimic the OE chassis. And if you have a look at the design of this, it's pretty much the same as what you've got there. It looks damn strong. So this is the section that I cut, but hopefully it'll all fit in there. Mate, it's like I bought one. So this is the same construction as the chassis, same thickness of the wall? And
same material, same thickness, folded the same, welded the same,
Yep.
so it'll look exactly the same.
Well, multi-drive has been busy putting the car back together and painting the chassis and so forth, and we've headed out to Ballarat with ARB and Bush Ranger, and we're shooting some pretty stuff like this, and we've been out shooting some pretty rugged stuff as well, some winching and getting vehicles climbing and articulation and things like that. So as soon as we've finished with these shots, we'll head back to the truck, make some coffee, have some cereal, and then head down to multi-drive to see how they're going. Cheers everyone.
Cheers.
We just spent the last couple of days up around Ballarat on a photo shoot for ARB with both the new 4-cylinder auto 79 series and also the V8 manual, and we had an absolute blast. I'm back here at multi-drive with Tim, and I've got to say, I reckon the 79s, the way they were travelling up some of this steep terrain, they were probably a little bit light on the front end. I have the same issue myself at times, but this I believe will make quite a bit of a difference with some of those hills in keeping the front down on the ground.
Yeah, definitely, and especially when you've got heavy trucks on heavy tracks like that. Anytime you can get the weight forward into the diff, makes a massive difference off-road.
So how did you go over the last couple of days?
Yeah, great. It's all coming together really, really well.
It looks better than factory.
Yeah, it does, and this is what goes into this sort of build.
There's a lot of gear there, mate.
There is. Do you want me to run you through some of the parts that we've changed and what we do?
Let's do that.
So obviously doing an extension, it means that the chassis is being cut and we need to lengthen it. And the way we go about it is replicating the chassis pieces, which we went through as part of the build.
Yep. I love the fact that the way that you cut the chassis and insert this piece is so accurate, just everything lined up perfectly.
Yeah, and look, with everything we do, we try and replicate what the OEM's done and improve it where we can. The extension, the biggest part of it is the chassis, but we can't forget all the other sundries that go along with that. Things like the brake lines or the wiring harnesses, they all also need to be extended when we do it. We do it a little bit differently than some. All of our lines are CNC bent and designed, which means we get the same consistency for every build we do, and even down to the wiring looms. So we get custom-made wiring looms made, but we use Toyota factory plugs wherever we can, just so we have that same consistency.
And I got to see for myself the actual building of a two-piece tail shaft that you're running, which I believe runs through the centre bearing.
Correct. Obviously doing a chassis extension, your ramp over angle is affected. So by using a two-piece tail shaft, we can get the tail shaft up as high as possibly and save it from getting damaged.
So from the transfer case, it goes straight to that bearing, and then you've got the drop point to your diff.
Correct, yeah. So we also put extensions into the exhaust systems, and because we keep that consistency for our builds, a lot of the aftermarket exhaust suppliers in the industry have ones to suit our extensions.
You've been doing this for a long time. What are some of the key benefits from doing a chassis extension?
I think the main ones are load distribution. Most people, whether it's a tough tourer like yours or if it's a heavy mine vehicle or a fleet vehicle, everyone struggles to get the load comparison between the front and rear right. Doing the chassis extension means that we can actually transfer load onto the front, and it makes the car a lot more compliant and a lot more safe.
Now I have to admit, I was extremely nervous about the whole concept of cutting a car in half and extending it. After seeing the way that you work, Tim, everything is so accurate. It gives me huge confidence to drive this vehicle anywhere in the country.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. It gets so precise because everything we do is so measured. We've sort of honed our skills for the last 20 years doing these extensions, and every time we can make an improvement we do, and that's what gets us down to a kit like this.
Well, cheers, Tim.
Thanks
Looking
again.
forward to getting out on the tracks, mate, seeing how this performs. So join us for the next episode as we continue the build on the Mighty 79 Mark II.